everyone. My name is Kathy Martin and I'm the creator of PreAlgebraTeachers.com. I help busy middle school math teachers stress less and engage more students so we can spend more time with those we love and less time lesson planning. I hope you guys are having a great day and a great week so far. I am suffering a little bit from a cold, so if you can hear the congestion in my voice, I apologize, but I did not want to miss popping in to our video today so I can share some really great activities for you so that you can keep your students engaged until the end of the school year. If you are interested in any of the activities that I'm about to show you, click on the link above or below depending on how you are watching this video. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can actually paste the link right here. I'm going to paste the link in the comments as well. So we are in this crazy time of year where it might be after state testing for you. For me, we are actually testing this week. So send prayers. It's been crazy, but you might be already done with state testing and you might be having, you might have a couple weeks or a week left or a couple weeks left of school, and you might be feeling a little bit lost on how to keep your students engaged and learning until the last day of school. I've seen a lot of teachers struggling with what to do with their students, how to keep them engaged until the last day of school. And it's really important for us to keep our students engaged because if they're not engaged, you will start to see behavior problems. So we don't want that. We want our students engaged and learning. So the first activity that I wanted to share with you that I'm going to be doing with my students right here in this classroom next week is this balancing your checkbook activity. And I love this activity because one, we don't really talk about the skill really all that much, but it's a really important skill for our students to have. I know that we live in a world of like online banking and everything is online, which is all fine and it is true, but we still sometimes have to write checks and our students should know this skill. And I was thinking back, who taught me how to balance a checkbook? I don't really remember. I think I maybe watched my mom write checks and she just kind of showed me, but I think kids in the world today don't know how to do this. So when you grab this activity, the first page is all about practicing adding and subtracting decimals because decimals is money, right? So the first page is all about just practicing that skill. Then on the second page, let me unpaperclip this. We go through all the different parts of a checkbook. So we talk about what a deposit is, what a withdrawal is, what a balance is, and then there is a check that is filled out and labeled so our students know exactly where to put the information. And then also is included blank checks so your students can practice writing some checks. There's actually 2 pages of blank checks, and this page shows the students exactly where to put everything. So their name and address, the name of who you're paying, the cost, what you're paying for. And then this last page is all about balancing the books. So students can go through this full month with activities that happen to them. So they will experience a payday. They experience having to pay for things like their electric bill, gas bill, phone bill. They have a party, things that they can relate to and things that they will do in their real life. And then there's a whole register section, like a register transaction page where they fill everything out. They write their deposits, they balance it out, they include their withdrawals, they balance it out. So this is going to be a great activity for us to do right after testing and before at the end of the school year. So I'll be doing this activity next week. Again, if you're interested in this, click the link included and you'll be able to grab it. So the other activity that I have been incorporating and will continue to incorporate in my class even after state testing is over are my Tic-Tac Math spiral review activities. I love this, and I used a lot of these activities when we were preparing for state testing because every single one of these sheets includes multiple standards. And that's why I love it, actually. So every question on the outside, on the perimeter here, is multiple choice, and this center question is an open-ended question. So I want to use this throughout the next 2 weeks that we have school, because I want my students, I don't want them to think, one, testing's over, school's over, so I'm gonna check out of class, no more learning. Like, I don't want that. So we're gonna be doing a lot of Tic-Tac-Math, Spatter Review, so that it brings back concepts that we haven't done in a while, concepts that we maybe learned in September. And then there are things in here like geometry things that I did not get a chance to get to this year. You know, it happens, we ran out of time. There's geometry concepts in here that will allow us to move forward in our teaching, even though testing is done. But that's okay, because there's still gonna be more math next year. So, you know, there's an answer key as well. But we have this activity for 6th grade and 7th grade. So if you teach 7th grade, you can always use the 6th grade stuff to continue that review. If you teach 6th grade, you can jump to the 7th grade to give your students a little bit of a preview, which is awesome. And the third activity, which I actually don't have a visual for, is I'm gonna be doing a life project with my students. I'm gonna have them pick a job, I'm gonna have them pick an apartment, you know, pick a car they want, I'm gonna have them budget groceries and really show them the cost of life. You know, how much does it cost to go out to the movies? And how much does that cost if I go every week? How much is it if I go eat at McDonald's every day? You know, how much is it if I go get a Starbucks every day? How much will I save if I cut it down to 3 days a week? How much does a grocery bill cost? What's the difference between shopping and making dinner versus going to McDonald's for dinner every night? So that's going to be, I think, a really awesome eye-opening experience for them, is to look to see how much apartments cost, because, you know, they all want to live on their own. Look to see how much a car costs, because they all want the hot new whatever fancy pants car, you know, and they're not thinking about gas, they're not thinking about insurance. So I'm going to probably try to keep it pretty simple, but enough for my students to realize, okay, life is expensive, and we can talk about budgets, and we can talk about how much money you have to make to live this lifestyle. So if you make minimum wage, whatever minimum wage is wherever you live, can you afford this? You know, so I think it's going to be able to lead into some really awesome conversations, and it's going to obviously incorporate a lot of math too. So again, if you're interested in any of these activities that I've showed you today, click on the link above or below, depending on how you are watching this video. Send prayers, because it is testing week for me. And as you know, it's insanity. It is just straight up bananas here. So I hope you guys have a great rest of the week. I cannot wait to see you back here next week for my next teaching tip. And if you have any questions, feel free to enter them in the comments below. I am happy to help in any way that I can. Again, my name is Kathy Martin, and I'm the creator of PreAlgebraTeachers.com. See you soon. Bye.